Hey everybody, welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today we have another unboxing for you. This time it's going to be this Glahoden hose reel. And I bought this because we have a hose beside our garage, and I'm constantly untangling the hose when I want to use it. When you pull it across the yard, it kinks and it cuts the water off. So it's just really annoying to deal with unreeling the hose and then twisting it back up. So we have another hose reel similar to this, not the same make, out at our garden, and it's been great. So I thought I would bite the bullet and get one to go on our garage next to the front of the house. Now, I did look at another video from the Lawn Tools channel, and I'll put a link to that video in the description for this video, that did a review of like 10 of these hose reels. And this Glahoden came in not first, I believe, but close to first. But as far as price-wise, quality, it was way up there. And this is one of the lower price units. This one I paid $163 for on Amazon. And also, I will put a link to it in the description below. We are Amazon affiliates, so if you happen to click on that link and buy this, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but we get a couple of pennies of associate money for that. So let's unbox this and see how it looks. I did decide to go with the 5/8 inch hose diameter instead of the 1/2 inch, and this is a 100-foot hose length. Now, we didn't need that long of a hose length for where we are at the garage, but it didn't come in a shorter length, at least in this 5/8 hose diameter. So I went ahead and got that because when we do water, I like to have a nice flow. The 5/8 hose tends to give you that more so than a 1/2 inch hose. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what we have in the box. Get a utility knife here. All right, so let's take a look at the box. It came from Amazon in this box. So it is a heavy-duty box, and I know sometimes when you buy things from Amazon, they have to put it in another box because the vendor or the manufacturer's boxing is not that robust. But this one is. It's a nice box. You see it's got the Glahoden 5/8 100 on the front, and the side it's just got a couple of different retractable garden hose reel, 5/8 100 plus 6 feet, and some different numbers there. And on the back, it's basically Glahoden again, and on this side, just Glahoden. So nothing fancy about that, but let's see here. Get the box open, and the first thing I see is a manual, and this is going to talk about mounting it on the wall and how to mount it, best practices for that. So I'm sure we will take a look at that later. Put that right over here. And the next thing I see is a sprayer. I can get it out. It is packaged. Let me just pull this up top. It's packaged in this foam here. So we have a pack of hardware. This is a couple of wall anchors, some Teflon tape, it looks like, and 2 washers for the sprayer. I'm not sure that I will need these anchors. I may use the bolts, but our siding on the garage is hardy plank, so it's like that concrete fiber siding, and you can just almost drill right into that and mount. Then we got a sprayer. Looks like a pretty nice sprayer. Is that plastic or metal? Let me see. Nope, that is plastic. And it is one that you operate with your thumb here. And then it's got your multiple settings on it: flat, mist, center, angle, vertical, shower, rinse, cone, and soaker. So we've got quite a few settings on it there. Let's put that to the side. And then we got this top piece of foam packing. Now in here we have the reel, and I'm not sure the easiest way to get this out. It does have a handle, so let me see if I can lift this out of here. I may need to set this on the ground. Let me do that. Sit it down here for just a minute. See if I can shake it out of the box. And yes, there we go. So I have it out of the box. And then also in the bottom of the box is the mounting bracket to mount it on the wall. So we got that. Let's take this plastic bag off and see what we have. Looks pretty nice. This end is the end where the hose comes out. And it is spring loaded, so you pull the hose out and it will lock on its way out like this. Got a little bit of a kink in the line in the hose from where it's been packaged, but I'm sure that will come out as we use it. And then to put it back in, you just give it a quick pull and it retracts back in. Now the other thing about this is you might notice that the hose is in a little plastic piece, and if you watch as I pull it out, that plastic piece moves back and forth, and that aids you in actually reeling the hose back in on the reel to keep it from bunching up in the middle. So that's nice. And our other hose bib also, or hose reel, also has that feature. And then this big piece here is just to keep the hose from going all the way back in there. And then the end looks nice. Looks like it's got a nice brass end on it. It's got a label, some branding here, Glahoden, and some precautions. It just talks about how to mount it. It says don't mount it upside down. This goes on the top as opposed to the bottom. Well, okay. And let's take a look here. It does, it's pretty heavy. Not quite sure what it weighs. It does say it has a 2-year warranty. It's plastic. Looks nice. I do notice right off the bat that here there's some discoloration in the plastic, and I'm not sure if that's where it's bolted together or not, but that's a bit disappointed. I wouldn't expect to see that. Again, not the end of the world, but you would think it would be all the same color. And the back here is the piece of hose that goes to your hose bib on your house or garage or wherever your hose bib is. Looks like it has about 5 feet maybe, or maybe 4, because I am 5 feet 4 inches tall. I'm a short guy, and this looks like it's not as tall as me, so this would be about 4 feet, I would say, of hose to connect to your hose bib. And again, labeled with Glahoden, and has a nice brass looking female connector there. And then also on the back, I'll turn it around some more, we have the pin that holds the mounting bracket. So you mount this bracket on your wall, you put this in here like this, and then you slide this pin down through, and you're good to go. And I'm not sure, I noticed there was a hole in the bottom of this. I don't see any kind of retaining clip, but I assume that through hole there is in case you want to put a retaining clip or some type of bolt on it so that somebody doesn't just pull this out and make off with your hose reel. But we won't have that problem here. Sticker here that says do not disassemble. I'm sure that's because it has some type of spring in here that reels the hose back in, and I'm sure you don't want to release that. So there you go. This side looks good. It doesn't have that discoloration here where the other one on the other side, it does have that discoloration. So I'm not quite sure why that is discolored, but has a nice carrying handle. I don't know why you would want to carry it around, but if you do, it's got a handle here. And I guess this handle is to help you to lift it, to put it onto the mounting bracket. It does fold down nicely. So yeah, that looks good. And I kind of liked the color of this one too, as opposed to some of the other ones that were white and black. This one is gray, a lighter gray, dark gray. You've got the yellow handle, which kind of matches the gray hose with the yellow stripe on it. And, you know, being out in the sun, I just thought this would look a little better than a solid black one, which might fade in the sun. I'm not quite sure how this one will do in the sun, but we'll find out. And I didn't like the white one because I thought it would just get dirty and moldy looking and not look that great. So that's the unboxing of the Glahoden 5/8 inch hose, 5/8 inch by 100 foot hose. Now, even though this is 5/8, you can see how small that looks. You know, I can imagine the 1/2 inch would be very, very small, because that really looks small for a 5/8 inch hose. Do I have a tape measure here? Yeah, let's see. Yes, that is 5/8 of an inch. I'm sure the diameter is a little bit bigger than the external, the OD is, because measuring the OD here, it's measuring 3/4 of an inch. So the ID inside diameter is probably 5/8. So I can only imagine if I had gotten the 1/2 inch hose, how small that would be. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the 5/8 inch hose, because that still looks a bit small for 5/8. So that's about it. That's the unboxing of the Glahoden 5/8 inch by 100 foot hose reel. And I will do a video on mounting this onto our garage, and then I will I'll probably do a 6-month review on it just to see how it's holding up. But again, if you want to see a review of this unit along with 9 other ones, check out that the Lawn Tool channel, I believe is the name of the channel, that I saw the comparison. And like I said, they compared 10 of these different brands and gave you their review on those. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description of this video below. All right. Thanks again for watching us here at Thistle Hill Farmstead. We'll see you next time.